On this episode of The Audience Won't Like It, Albert Einstein's in it.
The real?
Yeah, the real one. That's basically what the movie was about. Other than that,
They just had like a wild weekend with Albert Einstein's dead body. Is that what it was about? Gotcha.
yeah, he's not a bad looking dude.
He's
honestly.
all right.
Right? You big
Big Joe Don.
big Joe Don guy,
Yeah.
girl, Joe Don gal. Leslie is president of the Joe Don gals. It's Walker Tech. They made it look like it's Walker Texas Ranger in space. Special thanks to Miss Miller. Never let me settle for a C. As soon as I heard that, it was just like my 14-year-old self just zapped back into my body.
You were like, is Waterloo a place?
Yes. Well,
Okay.
Waterloo's a place, but what he's actually saying, it's up until that point, I was like, I don't think you can screw up Waterloo Sunset because it's just that good of a song. Like, as long as you can tell what it is, it's gonna hit. And then Ethan Hawke had to show up, freaking ruin things for me. Hey, how about have a little theme song?
Oh, are we going?
Yeah, we're going.
Okay, I'll have to come back to you, Macro Factor.
Oh, did you want to finish logging your food?
Nope, that's all right.
Okay.
I'm logging my food as a twin with my sister. Okay.
Two married friends in a basement room. Standing in line with two microphones. They got in a car crash. She died in his arms. He kissed her lips 'cause she was still warm.
It was.
The audience won't like it. No, not at all. I married you for your warmth.
Aw, that can't possibly be true. I'm the opposite of warm.
That's not true. You stay warm, even if you're dead.
That's true. I do stay warm post-death. It is one of my...
That is why I love you.
One
You
of my
promised me that
attributes.
anyway. We've yet to test it.
It's an attribute I have. I'm worried about your microphone cord.
What worries you the most?
That it's going to get bumped and touched.
You think so?
Yeah.
Bumped and touched? Mm-hmm. That's the new name of the podcast.
Pap Daddy. It's Pap Daddy's #1 single, Bumped
Hang
and
on.
Touched.
Go ahead and vamp.
All right. Well,
as they
welcome to
say.
the show. My name's Leslie Shoecraft. This is my husband, Rob Shoecraft.
Hi.
And he's my married news podcasting teammate. And he wrote that beautiful song where he changed some words. Sounded like he thought he would.
We're just going to keep it like that.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
It sounded like you had a plan to change the words.
Yeah.
Wait. But then you didn't actually flesh out the plan.
I didn't practice.
Right. Yeah.
And I should have. I thought right before I got on, I'm like, you know what? We're trying to tighten up what the show's about.
Yeah.
And we've gotten it down. I want to. We've been talking about theme songs a lot lately,
We have, and I have some things to say.
and what we're going to talk about
Upcoming.
today with
Some theme
Mystery
songs.
Science Theater
Yeah.
3000. I like theme songs that explain what the show's
Yeah,
about.
but don't
So you don't.
table it.
Well, can I talk about ours for a
Yeah.
second? So, I want to be able to tell people that this is. Hey, what's your podcast about? It's about standing in line for a concert.
It is.
It's a line simulation podcast.
Which might be hands down one of the most exciting explanations of a podcast I've ever heard.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's what we do. We stand in line. We simulate standing in line because we're actually both sitting right
Yeah,
now.
isn't that odd?
It is odd because we're both standers by nature.
Do you think
You're more of a stander than me, but
do you think someday, like when we get a bigger budget, we can have like a velvet, one of those big velvet rope, those
yeah,
big
so people don't cross.
girthy kind of
Yeah, so people don't cross over into where we are
like
producing.
Gruber, like our dog, all these ladybugs. But we have a velvet rope coming over.
Well, the ladybugs know not to cross the velvet rope.
They never seem to know
Anything.
I want them to do,
No, which is to leave.
which is to die.
Do you hear me, ladybug?
So that's a little inside joke. If you're
Yeah, you'll never be able to
Shoecraft
know
family,
what it
you,
is.
you get that.
But yeah, so what we do here is we wait in line for a concert. And we're actually just waiting for the doors to open. We have seats, but since the doors aren't open yet, we're just like kind of milling about the lobby, just kind of talking to some people
Small
here
talk.
and there, and we're small talking. And we usually hit a main topic. Today we are going to be talking a little bit about Mystery Science Theater, but with some added bonuses.
Mystery, yeah. Oh, we're We're not going to tell them what it is. We're just going to... I'm probably going to put it in the intro because I've been working...
I wasn't saying, like, and don't tell them what it is, but, like, it's not just Mystery Science Theater, you guys. There's extra stuff about it.
But I can't tell them. I can't tell you what it is yet.
No, I want you to save it out. But you can tell it. You can put it in the intro.
Santa? Remember that? It's from the movie we watched.
Oh, yeah. That's who sent the lady.
John Saxon had all those presents.
But then what we're waiting in line for is to see a band or a musician every week. It changes. This week it is the Kinks. But it's actually me and Rob.
It's actually us. We're Ray and Dave Davies.
And we're going to have on different outfits. Mm-hmm. This is my church outfit. And it's your church outfit.
It is.
And you have on blue under your shirt, too.
I just had a little Fender Stratocaster covering me up.
I didn't have anything.
No, you were just sitting in the pew like
taker.
A follower.
I was just a user. Follower. Anyway, so welcome. We're glad you're here.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much.
And just for a time check, it is 12:50.
All right, and we are all about
90 minutes.
Sticking to the rails. We are magnetic on the sound stage.
Bullet train, magnetic bullet trains. Mm-hmm. See, all we do our arms.
Is that what that's what that is? That's it's a train. That's definitely a train of some kind that you're doing there. I'm not sure.
It's a da-da-da-da.
We are a family-friendly show. Just a little reminder to some of our co-hosts.
Who? Gruber's outside. The kids aren't home. I don't know who you could be talking to.
Ladybugs.
You hear me?
So so speaking of the intro, you saw it?
I did. I loved it.
I've been really working on my video editing skills. We'll throw that word around.
Developing some video
Developing
skills.
is a nice way to put it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But it was great. I thought it was great.
Well, I wanted to give a little shout out to Alpit, ALPIT.
Is that what you used?
It's no, it's who I used. Is that what that is?
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's Japanese or something or other, but Alpit,
something
I believe.
that uses Asian characters.
Yeah. Mirai no Yoru is our intro music, the little background. I think it was kind of fun, like a little video game.
Was it free?
Yes. Yeah. Pixabay. Shout out to Pixabay if you're ever looking for sound.
Someday you and I are
completely
gonna have
free
sound
and music that you can use with royalty free. You don't have to give credit, but I wanted to give credit because I like the song. It's super cool.
That was great.
Reminds me of that Demon Gummies.
You're already going to have seen it by the time we talk about this, but we hope you appreciated it. If you did, we'd love it if you'd leave us a comment.
We sure would.
We'd love it if you'd subscribe. We'd love it if you'd follow us over on Instagram at The Audience Won't Like It.
I'd love it if you'd leave an email
at Audience won't like it. Please don't use the word the. It won't go. It'll go to someone else, and they won't appreciate
Just
it
remember,
the way that we
it's easy to remember. We'll make a little song. It's the for everything except the email. Audience won't like it.
At gmail.com.
Unless it's anything else, then it's the.
The audience won't like it.
I just bought the audience won't like it at .com.
At .com?
At .com. HTTP.
I hope did you use audience won't like it or the audience?
I missed, let me just say, I'm going to skip ahead a little bit and just say, don't look. If I were to hypothetically have watched a series about 45 minutes worth of 90s commercials yesterday, hypothetically, I would have gotten a lot of joy out of seeing so much HTTP:// and advertisements. They slowly dropped that over the years. It's, you know what I'm saying?
I do.
Yeah. You don't see that much anymore. Hypothetically.
If those hypothetical commercials were really like out of, let's say there were 25 commercials, but really only 5, how many minutes would that actually
I'd say that doesn't sound right. Dream on.
Oh.
Guys, you're going to get that. You're going to be laughing with us in about an hour.
You're going to be dreaming on. So
45 minutes, about 30. We got to get there. Let's get there.
Let's get there. So
hey, let's talk about a couple things first.
Off the top.
You're standing in line. Hey, what have you been up to? You watch anything good on? Hey, you listen to anything good lately?
I'm going to look up the album that I've been listening to.
Yeah.
Called.
Do you know it?
In a Piapple House. Aw.
Look at that.
If my mom listened, she would get that.
Yeah, I get it. Is that Dr. Seuss?
Yeah, I used to. That was another. Remember we were talking about when you couldn't read stuff.
Yes.
Was that on Pod or in real life?
Yeah, we were talking about
on Pod.
How I didn't know what David the Gnome was. I knew I liked it. I knew I liked the theme song, but I couldn't read the title screen, so you couldn't ask for it. And I also, there was no...
We had the book called The People in a People House by Dr. Seuss.
Having memories of trying to read but not being able to read, or at least knowing that there's,
Yeah. And I asked if we could please read In a Pea-Apple House.
In a Pea-Apple House.
Yes.
In a Pea-Apple Under the Stairs.
So the band are they a band?
Gosh,
do they have
man.
musicians?
No, not exactly. But
it's the Pea-Apple Under the Stairs. And their album is O.S.T. What's that stand for?
Original soundtrack.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
It's kind of like the original soundtrack of their lives. It's got a lot of really ordinary backyard barbecue kind of things going on in it.
Definitely.
It's like the perfect
There's
amount.
something called the backyard barbecue, isn't there?
Is there?
No, I guess not, but...
I didn't do it. Okay, so People Under the Stairs, the group, not the movie, which... starring Ving Rhames, which we both saw for some reason.
A horror movie.
Yeah.
Heavy air quotes on the horror.
And by the way, it has nothing... They say that it has nothing to do with the movie whatsoever.
They say.
Yeah, Thess one and Double K. Rest in peace, Double K.
Oh, what happened to Double K?
He died. I don't know exactly how, but he wasn't...
Death comes for us all.
It wasn't old enough for it to not be tragic, I would say. But
sorry, KK.
So they both... I'm not a People Under the Stairs expert. I just love everything I've ever listened to. I've been listening to them for about... What did I work in Columbus at ICC? Was it
North Carolina
2007?
Yeah.
Let's just say I was in fixing somebody's computer.
I was around like 9-10.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I was fixing somebody's computer. I think his name was Chris. Shout out to Chris.
Yeah.
And he said, "Hey Rob, you like People Under the Stairs?" And I said, "The movie?" And he said, "No." He said, he didn't play anything off this album. He played a song called Gamin' on Ya, which by anybody else would have been the cheesiest, stupidest thing.
But it was
they made it so cool. And you could tell everything they do is like, when anybody else's hands would be cheesy, but they make it just fun because they're having it. And it's just like Gamin' on Ya, what it is, again, not on this album, but check it out. I should have made you listen to it. I should have asked you to listen to it. But it's like all these retro video game beats, retro video game like MIDI music with their beats.
You know how Rob loves MIDI if you've been with us for a while.
I do. But they're rapping about going to the arcade, and they make so many video game references, but they're so well done. And it
doesn't sound cheesy to me, actually.
Well, you see a lot of stuff. Here's a lot of stuff like that, and it's like you want to classify it in like parody, like, or this is just dumb, or this is funny and clever, but I'm not going to seriously listen to it. They have somehow, through all their music, have bridged silly and funny and clever with stuff you just really enjoy. And I think it's really accessible. But what did you think?
Well, there were some tracks I hated and skipped.
Okay, why'd you hate them?
I don't like any. This is a total like a lot of rap albums. I hate that filler stuff.
Oh, the interludes and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I usually skip them too.
But I'll tell you. Do you want to guess which one is my favorite song?
Except for like the ones off like Doggy Style, like.
Which one do you think is my favorite song?
I want to be a huss. I'm going to say your favorite song is not Outrage. It's one of mine. It's probably not The Dig.
I did like The Dig.
I love The Dig. I love everything. But The Dig is almost
The Dig, I feel like did we talk about that song a while ago when you were like literally talking about looking for albums?
Thess one is
right?
Like...
That's what that's about.
Yes.
Yeah.
They spent I think they said they spent like $2,000 at like yard sales and stuff just buying records.
Listening to them?
And listening to them to find beats. Like this has so many... I want to get to your song in a second. It's not Montego Slay by any chance, is it? So Montego Slay, for instance, it's got like 20 Jamaican like jazz and funk obscure tracks on it, but it's all sampled and stitched together. And it's so funky, man. Like everything they do is... I love samples well done. Like, have you ever listened to Paul's Boutique? Beastie Boys. I think you probably have. You just didn't.
Okay. I don't know what things are called.
Just there's tons and tons and tons of samples. Anyways, they do that really, really, really well. That's kind of their thing. That's what The Dig's about. But your favorite song, Acid Raindrops?
Nope.
LA song?
Nope.
Man.
Let me just say it.
Yeah.
Hang Loose.
Oh my gosh. Can I tell you something?
Did you think that would be it?
No. That's one of my least favorite songs.
Oh, wow. We're
Here's why.
breaking up.
Here's why. I love the song. I think it's awesome. You know how, like, you know.
It was the only one that caught my attention more than once when I listened all the way through the album a few times.
Here's what I'm going to say. Rick Steves. I really want to listen to Rick Steves. He has great content. He's by the way, he's a
travelsman.
How would you call him? A personality who takes deep dives on.
He's a professional,
touring Europe.
Tourism professional.
The quality of his voice, it gets to me.
Do they do that on Hang?
So I want to watch it, but I can't.
Yeah.
Hang Loose has a very similar kind of thing. There's this dude, every 3 seconds it goes, oh, and after 2 times I can't do it anymore. And I want to listen to the rest of it. I have heard the song a couple of times. It's a super great song.
I was listening to this album when I was deep cleaning the children's bathroom the other day, because that's what cool podcast hosts do. And I did keep thinking that someone was trying to get my attention. I realized it was that song.
Yeah. It's not, it doesn't bother me the same way that mouth noises do, but it's such a distraction.
To me, it's the most funky, fun song.
It's a great song.
Not most funky, but like
it's got a super
upbeat.
Old school feel.
Yeah.
It's lean, but it's just very funky. That's all their music. You could dance to it. You could play it. It's got like just the right amount of F words. Would you say?
There's a few I had to skip. That's just a little too many.
A little too much.
Yeah.
Okay, but generally, like you've heard, like I've played a lot of Scarface. You know.
Right. I've heard a lot I don't like. This didn't quite hit me that way.
Gotcha.
But I liked it. It was great.
Nice. So your favorite song was Hang Loose.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Do you want to move on? We should keep.
Real quick, are they still doing stuff?
No, because Double K is dead.
Oh, right, because the one that died.
They put out like 12 albums. This is the one I've by far listened to the most. I've listened to just a handful of like, top 30 playlists and stuff that like Pandora would play.
Have you ever tried syncing this album up with the horror movie People Under the Stairs?
And see if on the third, I'm going to say.
I feel like we're going to have to try that.
I'm going to guess that's a New Line Cinema movie. I'm just guessing on the. As soon as the film snaps on, that's when you want to.
That's when you want to hit play. I think that's right. I have to move this. Sorry.
For the very few out there who don't catch that reference, that would be a Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon.
If you don't know that, get out of here. You're not for us.
Have you actually done that?
No. Have you?
Yeah.
Did you do it in collage?
No. Well,
high
yeah,
school.
but also high school. It is
Sorry,
pretty
I keep
cool.
yawning.
It is pretty cool, and they actually referenced "Lunatic on the Grass" from Brain Damage. It's on that song, and Mystery Science Theater, which we watched last night.
All right, let's go on.
I watched Oppenheimer.
Yes.
I'm not going to go into a ton of details. Did you
talked a little bit about it last week.
I did. I very much enjoyed it. It's like every other Christopher Nolan movie for me. Really, really exceptionally solid, but I'm always kind of wondering, why don't I see it the same way that everybody else sees? Why don't I don't see the 13 Oscar nominations? I think it's a beautifully well-made movie. The acting is phenomenal. I called him Cillian Murphy last week.
It's Killian.
Yeah.
I didn't correct you last week because I didn't catch it. That's why. Because Leslie didn't catch it corner.
Like the whole reason
that I'm here,
I need you here is to keep
catch
me, is to catch me.
It's right. So sorry, Killian. Unsubscribe.
I mentioned Josh Hartnett. I think was at his finest. This is probably a career
we did talk about
performance.
that last week.
Robert Downey Jr.'s in it. He's a twerp.
Is he Iron Man?
Yeah, he plays Iron Man. Iron Man. He's Iron Man.
Multiples.
Yeah. Albert Einstein's in it.
The real?
Yeah, the real one. It's kind of similar to what we do at our concert.
Oh, is that where they picked him up from?
Yeah, they did
concert rehearsals.
They did like a weekend. It was a weekend at Albert's. And old Cillian in this case.
Yeah.
If you know how I'm spelling it, had a one arm and then of course Josh Hartnett was on the
Hartnett.
That's basically what the movie was about. other than that,
they just had like a wild weekend with Albert Einstein's dead body. Is that what it was about? Gotcha.
Yeah.
I don't know why you thought I wouldn't like that.
Yeah, on second thought, we really should have watched it together.
We should have.
But there were some other stuff, some themes of like, great minds creating great men, creating great things, and with awful outcomes and giving them to, machines that just want whatever. And to put the way Sean Fennessy put it, I think on The Big Picture, it's a podcast I like a lot. If you really want to hear somebody talk about Oppenheimer, listen to him and Amanda Dobbins and Chris Ryan talk about it on The Big Picture. It's from a couple of years ago, but he makes the connection that Christopher Nolan made from Oppenheimer's perspective. So he put this nuclear bomb, basically led the Los Alamos project to build the nuclear bomb, which, the rest went. And it's just like, what did I do? Kind of, there's a lot of that.
Right.
And there's a lot more to the movie than that. But Sean Fennessy compared it to Christopher Nolan basically creating the new blueprint for what comic book movies are and Batman with the Christian Bale series.
Yeah.
And then when Marvel took it over, he's just like, what have I done?
Yeah.
So I thought that was really clever. But it's honestly very much what at least a lot of the movie's about. I do recommend it if you like Christopher Nolan, absolutely. If you don't like war movies or biopics of any kind.
Not for you.
I just don't. It has a lot of appeal that I think you would like. I mentioned a lot, at least in the first part. I don't think you like the movie very much. I did enjoy it, though. I did enjoy it all the way through. It's not that I'm knocking it. It's not in my
something I'd love to look into
movies,
that I shouldn't even bring up because I don't have any information. But I do think there's a lot of conspiracy around awards nominations and stuff.
Yes, I don't really pay much attention to them, but
I don't care. I do not care about stuff like that at all.
But there definitely is, and there's a lot of the whole, rewarding somebody for a good career.
Sure.
Like Jack Palance in City Slickers. Did you ever see City Slickers?
I don't think so.
He got an Oscar for it. Not to take it away from Jack Palance, but he was in it for like 15 minutes and it really wasn't, that kind of stuff. Sorry to pick on. He can hey, Jack, if it's any consolation.
Is he dead?
You can come to our concert. Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, he could super come. Then.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Great.
What have you been doing?
I don't have anything to report.
Really?
I finished Bridgerton.
Well, okay.
The second half was better than the first half, significantly, in my opinion. And it was, it was the trash I wanted it to be, I guess. Still not as good as the first and second seasons. Would you
consider them the trash you wanted it to be? The first and second seasons?
Yeah.
Or has it devolved?
I feel like they were just better overall.
So not even trash?
The romance between the first two couples was way more believable than the romance has been in episode 3 and 4. I don't know that. I guess it means they're bad actors. I don't believe it.
Shots fired.
I just don't believe that Colin
Muskets fired.
or Benedict are in love with their respective partners.
Maybe you see something that
there's a lot of agenda.
Sorry.
Can
you remind me not to drink carbonated
Bubblies?
Water on?
I
with
will
a mic
try.
In front of my,
Yeah.
Or actually, we could turn this into just do a burping show.
That's true. We could.
How messed up do you think my just general
vocal apparatus?
My vocal
pretty bad.
If I just spent 2 hours burping once a week.
Terrible.
What if it was just for 2 minutes?
Not so
Start
bad.
there, see where it goes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that mean our podcast will just be whatever we're at now plus 2 more minutes?
Don't look so excited.
Does that mean that? No, that's all. That's really all I could care to report.
There's a couple of things I missed. By the way, if you are one of the few who are familiar with Corrections Corner and how much time we spent on that in the beginning of the episodes, check it out on Instagram. It will be there someday. The Corrections Corners.
Starting, what episode's coming out tomorrow?
25.
Is this 27 that we're recording right now?
Yes.
Okay. So 25 should have a Corrections Corner post.
Oh, beautiful.
Because I think that's the first one that you sent me.
But there's a couple of Rob missed it.
Yeah. Did we get any new subscribers?
Yeah, a couple.
What are we up to? 31? 30?
30, yeah.
And then was there any comment? Any new comments?
No, I didn't
you guys, leave us some comments.
Come on, guys.
But not mean ones.
Enough of that. Community episode. You said, I don't remember exactly. I said I was talking about G.I. Joe, and you said you said community, and I said Flint Roadblock in the morning, and I didn't realize that you were referencing the actual community episode until I heard you saying it.
Oh,
that was a great episode. So
thank you.
I don't know. We could have turned the podcast into that.
We could have really turned it around.
I would have loved to have talked about that
instead
episode.
of that piece of crap it ended up being.
Country Joe McDonald died. Familiar with his work?
No.
You know what you are? You know why?
Did he write Mitchell?
Because he did not. He wrote the song for it, which we should talk about. No, he wrote, actually, the guy who wrote the theme song for Mitchell also wrote, what was it?
You can save it for when we're talking about it.
Country Joe McDonald, they sampled him in O.S.T. The something about marijuana. You know that?
Okay.
Remember that sample?
Yep.
That's him. I'm almost positive that's him.
Good morning, America. How are ya?
No.
Oh.
No.
That's not him?
That's not him. That's a great song. We should do that song. That's Guthrie, I believe.
A Woody Guthrie?
Arlo. Yeah. Wait.
I think they're brothers.
Whew. Good morning. Talk for a sec. Talk about brothers.
Okay. Well, I don't have any. And Rob has one. And his name is Joe. Mm-hmm. And he's also a musician. Mm-hmm. And he can play a banjo. That's why his name is Joe. That's what he was. Your mom and dad named him after.
After a banjo?
A banjo.
A banjo named Joe? Yeah, Arlo Guthrie. Oh, City of New Orleans.
Banjo Shoecraft.
Yes, thank you. Well done. What did you want talking about Banjo Shoecraft?
You're welcome.
And I actually kind of was able to follow it while typing.
Oh, my gosh.
This podcast is doing a lot for
your
our brains, for mine.
Yeah.
Yes.
My brain's fine.
Your brain remains fine, just as it started.
Yeah.
I think that's about it.
Wow.
Tumbleweeds and Chewing Gum.
Oh, you were going to put that on here today?
Well, you told me to listen to it yesterday.
I was really, I rarely do this, but I let Apple feed me new songs, not new to me songs, but new songs. Mm-hmm. I will say though, it has a lot of new releases of old songs that when I'm listening to, I want to hear new music. Don't give me a remastered version of a 50-year-old song.
That drives me
Apple
nuts. I know what you're talking about.
Anyway, there's a song. Who is the girl?
I was going to ask you.
I don't know. There's a new Willie Nelson song out where he sings a little duet on a song called Tumbleweeds and Chewing Gum, right?
Yes.
And I only really wanted you to listen to it because I was struck with simultaneously how old and decrepit he sounds, but also great.
I know. He's got, honestly...
He's 92 years old, isn't he?
This is the obvious comparison, but, I thought Johnny Cash in his later years.
Isn't he 90? Willie Nelson?
Gosh, he's got to be. So it was, hang on a second. It was
Willie Nelson.
Lily Miola.
Okay, I've never heard of her. It's like a little country tune, and obviously.
Yeah, he's, now I got to look it up. Willie Nelson. This is Corrections Corner, live. This is where this is where we need Uncle Dan.
I meant to say,
we just need him in general.
I meant to say at the top of the episode that when I was saying that you like to stand, that no one can outstand Uncle Dan.
If Uncle Dan ever comes down here,
he'll not sit.
We're gonna do our velvet line and we're gonna stand.
Yeah.
And then from that point forward, this will be the standing in line
podcast
simulation. We should probably go all in on that at some point.
Standing up.
It should be a standing in line simulation.
I would love to be standing right now.
So we are standing in line the whole time. And then,
can I have one of those telescopic canes that I can sit on though? You
mean like the one I took into the
no, not quite like that. City of Columbus Courthouse.
City of Columbus Courthouse and ASP, Steel Baton?
Nope.
No, not that.
Do you want to tell that story?
Nah.
Okay. Just gonna leave
you want to tell it later?
Listeners hanging.
Well, I feel like there's going to be a lot of talk about Mitchell.
Oh.
And I want to talk about Waterloo Sunset.
Yeah.
And I want to have a nice conversation about it. I don't want to feel like I'm making you... I don't want to feel like I'm beating you over the head with just obscure covers.
I'll try to have a nice looking face while you're talking to me about it.
And also, I don't know if the audience wants that. Right? And I don't want to give them the title. That'd be a little kitschy.
True.
Right.
They might not like it.
So, do you want me to tell the story real quick?
Sure.
It is. Why don't you tell the story?
Okay. So Rob and I were going to get married nigh on 21 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Probably about this time, summertime maybe.
Yeah.
We had to go in
I had a short
sleeve
shirt
to get the marriage license.
Polo, Sherwin-Williams.
And we
polo.
lived in Columbus, so we were going to meet up at the Columbus Courthouse. So the first thing that happened is that we were driving separately, and Rob pulled into a parking lot that was full.
I don't know. You already remember.
And I was like, don't go, because it was like super far away. I was like, don't park there, but I don't think we had phones. If we did, they weren't like handily available. You pulled into this parking lot. I'm pretty sure we had to pay to get out of it. So I was really mad because we couldn't even park there.
Wow. This is all okay. Yeah.
Started mad. So that was
this is
me.
all. I'm reliving it now because I don't.
Do you remember that?
Uh-uh.
Okay. Well, it makes me feel better. I feel like you
So
always
you
remember.
started angry before any of this.
Yeah. So then, and Rob has been, always will be, sort of obsessed with weaponry, and
I'm a mall ninja.
Used to carry all kinds of stuff. You're a little bit more legit than a mall ninja.
I will always forever be a mall ninja.
You can identify with a mall ninja.
But yeah, I mean, I can do stuff too. I've been in some fights, I suppose.
So he always had some various weaponry on his person. I just was used to it. But so we finally park and get to the City of Columbus Courthouse. So it's not like a small town operation. And we're like going through security, and Rob reveals that he has a nightstick, a telescoping nightstick in his pocket, which it fully like collapsed, was still like 8 inches long, big thick piece of metal. Then you hold it in
almost
your hand,
like a line, like a velvet line rope.
almost like that. Yeah. And then you hold it in your hand and you throw it out, and it would open up to be like, I don't know, 1.5 feet long.
I think this was 18. Yeah,
18
1.5
inches.
feet. Well done.
Right.
Well done.
And then it was just a big, solid, heavy piece of metal, like a baton that you could strike.
It was an asp, if you're familiar with it. Yeah.
You could beat people to death with.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even remember, because as soon as I saw you pull that out, I was like,
hey, sir,
I'm out of here.
I said, can I just... I don't...
To go through security, I was like, it was like we were combing up. I was like, go put that back in the car. You're like, no, I'll just leave it with them. I was like, you can't just check your weapons at the door.
I said, can I check this? He's like, it was like a kind of an older guy with security.
I'm like having all kinds of feelings right now.
And he's just like, son, what the hell are you doing with that?
He told you you'd be better off getting your concealed carry.
And he's like, hey, hold on right there. Well, he's like, hold on right there. And he goes and gets this other guy, officer, remember? The guy looked like...
no, I fully was 30 to 50 feet away from you at that point. I had run away because I was so upset that this was going to happen.
Well, the guy looked like the bullfighter from Tyson's Punch-Out. Like a bald head guy with facial hair sleeves.
Yeah, facial hair sleeves.
Facial hair sleeves. It's like, what's the guy?
He just has beards all over his head.
In the Bible, with the hairy he puts
one?
like the goat. He puts
the
goat
fake
fur.
scent?
Yeah, he had those.
Yeah,
he's a big Bible guy.
Yeah.
He anyways, he comes up and he's like, "Why do you have that?" I said, and then I just didn't answer. I just kind of, I'm like, because I was like, oh. I'm an idiot.
My pre-wife
I just did
was
something
right.
really stupid here. Like I might be really screwed. Like all of a sudden, like I just got really sober.
This trip to get a marriage license is turning into something quite different.
Yeah. So, but he finishes the sentence for me because apparently he was asking a rhetorical question. Police officers like to do that, by the way. Hey, you know what that stop sign meant?
Poor police officers in our lives that are friends.
Hey, which one of you guys thinks he's Bob Marley in here? These are all things I've had the pleasure. I do like a lot of my police officer friends. Thank you guys. And anyways, thanks for giving me so much fun things to quote. So he said, is it for self-defense? I said, yes, sir. He said, well, we have two options. One, you march back to your car. I'm going to go with you. Make sure you lock that up, and then we'll come back and try this again. I said, and then he said, or you can just give it to me, and you won't check it in. I will take it.
This isn't baggage
it'll be
claim.
mine. Yeah. And I said, well, I'm like, well, it was a $60 baton, so I would like to something like that.
Yeah.
I'd like to take it. And he said, all right, where are you parked? And I told him it was like $3 because of the whole situation that you just outlined. And he said, okay, well, you go take it, and then I'll be here waiting for you.
I'm not going to walk 6 blocks.
So I did that. I came back in. He's like, let me talk to you, like before I went through. And he said, hey, man, a guy your size, it's like I get wanting to defend yourself and your wife and everything, but like if a guy your size beats somebody
with that
thing, you're going to get absolutely destroyed in front of a jury. He said, just get a gun and shoot them and make sure they're dead. And I was like, this is not at all how I thought this was going to. It was the most weird. It was a very weird situation. Meanwhile, Leslie is just hiding behind a marble column,
anger,
furious with me. I can't believe you. Yeah. Wow. How'd the rest of that day go for you? I never asked.
I'm pretty sure I immediately called my sister and was like, listen to what Rob did at the courthouse today.
Anyways. All right. So there's a little memory corner.
Yeah. So anyway, Mystery Science Theater.
Mystery Science Theater. Okay.
So for those of you, I can't imagine anyone listening to our podcast is unfamiliar, at least passingly with it, but I will describe it. Mystery Science Theater 3000 is a show where there's a host, a human host, and some robot co-hosts, and they watch B or lower terrible movies. I thought they were all sci-fi or horror, but apparently there's some action mixed in, as we found out last night.
It did used to be on Sci-Fi. Excuse me.
But it was on Comedy Central.
I think it used to be on Sci-Fi. It originated on that. And then I think Comedy Central picked it up at some point. I don't know the history. So maybe they did go sci-fi heavy in the beginning. The guy named, his name's Frank, TV Frank. You know the guy with the white hair?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. Frank Conniff. He apparently watched thousands of crappy movies over the years and just said this is just watchable enough to make fun of and be engaged, work jokes off of.
So then the premise of the show is that the hosts, the robot and the human, watch it. So you're sitting behind them in the theater, so you see their silhouettes at the bottom of the screen, and then they're making fun of it, and we're all you're watching it with them while they watch it.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious.
It is. I would love to, something I got to look up. Remind me to. Okay. Just corrections. Rob, remind yourself. See if Frank Conniff has
Speaker 7
podcast. Yeah, Speaker 7. It's an old transcription
joke.
SRT joke. See if Frank Conniff has a podcast or something where he talks B movies.
Okay.
Because that dude has probably seen more Vinegar Syndrome style films than any other person on the planet. Anyways, what's your relationship with it? Did you used to watch it a lot?
No, I didn't watch it a lot.
You didn't have cable, right?
Right, but Laura and Uncle Dan used to watch it, and that's where I think I saw it originally. Or maybe even her one boyfriend that was really mean to me.
Who we don't.
He might have watched it too.
We won't say his name.
Never. His name was Chris. That's a regular name. Anyway, I will say we watched episode 512.
Was it really?
It was. But it's season 5, episode 12.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
so
I was going to say, I don't think they had that many. Okay.
Yeah, because I was I was looking at
there's no way there's anywhere.
I was looking up some stuff about the theme songs, and it was for episodes 1,000. And I was like, geez, which one did we watch? And we watched 512, but it was season 5, episode 12.
It started in what, 88?
I don't know.
I think so.
So yeah, but I always thought it was really funny.
Sorry, go ahead.
And it was it was very much on in the background a lot when Laura had people in, Laura was always present whenever I was watching it because she or whoever she was with had it on.
It was kind of the same. There were definitely times I remember being at sleepovers and we just basically all of our attention was into Mystery Science Theater 3000. We definitely watched it as the primary focal point for 2 hours. And I definitely thought it was funny.
Yeah.
It was mainly more of a relationship of it would be on at a sleepover and we might be doing something else.
Yeah. But that's great.
Everybody
background.
Was familiar with it.
Yeah.
And I always thought it was funny. I think it's really funny. Like, I was dying.
Yeah.
During most of it. Those jokes are like, it's like watching Airplane or like Golden Era Family Guy.
Yeah.
Like, it's just rapid fire pop culture references. If you don't get them, we're going to have 50 more for you.
Yeah. And their commitment to just keeping on going, even if they don't laugh at each other.
Yeah.
It's like they're just keep
bam,
on
bam,
going.
Bam, bam,
Yes,
jokes.
it's
It's
so
like a
good.
freaking joke machine gun. And it's there's no better, I don't know which came first, my love for bad
B-movies.
media or my love for Mystery Science 3000. Yeah. But like, just something about that as a target for humor or as a, what's the word? Whatever, you know what I'm saying?
I don't
the
know.
object.
Oh, okay.
Right. It's, I can't think of the word object. It's right in the sweet spot for me. Like, I love, it's like, even if the joke, they told a bunch that I was like, yeah, throwaways.
But like as a collective, they're hilarious.
And I guess I looked at a little bit of the process. Did you at all? I think what they did, if what I read was correct, they would, like, pretty much like everybody involved
would watch it and then
would watch it, and they'd all just write jokes throughout the whole time, and then they pick the best ones, and they just let them rip. And you could tell, like, the way they did that, because I love whenever there's a scene where there's somebody is doing something, like when he's messing with the gas cap.
Yeah.
And like, they have 50 ready to rock.
Yeah.
Like, he's taking a little nip of gasoline, or what did he say? He's oh my gosh.
I don't know.
I don't remember. I wrote down could I start? This is going to be really random. But
real quick.
Okay.
Before you start in on it. The other added bonus that we mentioned at the top of this is not only did we watch an episode from 1993, but it was recorded on TV. And so what we watched was like somebody's VHS recording, and it included all the commercials from that.
From 1996.
From that, broadcasting. Oh, it was 96.
This is why I think it's 1996, because there was a commercial.
It said 95.
Well, it could have been 95, but there was
the commercial had 1995 in it.
Oh, was it like a Sprint commercial or something? I was going to say, that's a way more straightforward method. I was saying because Down Periscope didn't come out till 1996.
Okay, yeah.
With like Lauren Holly and Kelsey Grammer.
So it was 95. But anyway, so all of the, it was just like a snapshot of what was popular at that time.
Yes.
So we watched, it was almost exactly a 2-hour broadcast, and it included all the intros, outros of each scene of Mystery Science Theater, and then the commercials.
We watched the whole thing.
We watched it all like we were watching it on a TV that you couldn't do anything with that you can do today.
Yes.
You're stuck with what's being aired.
I'll put a link to the video in the description of the YouTube.
Good.
And you should check it out. The reason I even thought of this was I listened to the Rewatchables podcast a lot, and
I put them in an Instagram post recently.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Yes.
Did you see my eyes flash?
Yes, I did.
I thought you looked at it.
I did. I loved it. Really. I thought it was great.
I thought you loved me.
But Bill Simmons, the main host, is a huge... He likes to talk about Joe Don Baker a lot, and he mentioned Mitchell, specifically the Mystery Science Theater version of it, and he said it's hilarious. So
I didn't know that.
I wrote it down because I was like, that's
just happened
perfect.
To find
and then when I
commercials.
happened to find one with commercials, I was like, we have to do this this week.
Because not only were the commercials great, there's a ladybug on here. I'm not allowed to get it off, am I? Because it's on the microphone. Anyway, not only were the commercials so good, but we don't even watch commercials at all anymore, ever. I mean, I might see 10 seconds of one on a YouTube video, but so I'm very out of the commercial game.
Yeah, it was nice to see some old favorites. I seriously, I believe I saw every single one of those commercials. Like, I was familiar with every single one. The
Comedy Central specific ones I didn't, because we didn't have cable.
I forgot that Comedy Central used to do that a lot. They used to take
advertise their own shows like it was almost like an infomercial style, like almost like you could call an 800 number.
Yeah, it was. Keep talking about it for a second, because I actually wrote down a little bit on that.
What do you
want me to say? Comedy Central CCI. They had Sally Kellerman on
and
it.
I was like, is this real?
Yeah.
You're like, no, it's like satire or whatever.
Have you ever seen Back to School with Rodney Dangerfield?
I feel like you've had it on and I've been around.
We'll definitely have to watch that sometime. It's every time I watch it, I love it more. Anyways, Sally Kellerman's in that. But she's the one who was advertising the comedy, the CCI, Comedy Central. It's the place. What is it? CCI is the place to do it all.
Yeah.
And then they had what's his face? He was in Tim and Eric. He was in Tom Goes to the Mayor. He was like Joyce's ex-husband who was painting with diarrhea. He was the one in the pregnant woman's stomach. They had some really far out commercials.
Right, yeah.
You're just like, what are they?
Yeah, like, they were bizarro.
They were.
For sure.
Yeah, there was an out there. A lot of sexy stuff too.
Yeah, I kept thinking, wow, but then I was like, this was cable, so
yeah,
the rules were different.
Do we just want to lean into the commercials right now?
All right, well, let's just
Okay.
I wrote it down in order of just like as it was happening. So it was like a little bit about Mitchell and then the commercials. How did you write it down? Did you have two steps? So
I wrote down a massive list. I probably saw my phone more than I saw the TV because
I kept being like, look at the, because you would laugh at the joke, but I was like, you didn't even see the joke.
I basically wrote the script on my phone because like it was so many quotes and I didn't know what was said in the actual TV show. I'm like, the whole time as you're writing down, you're going to remember this. And then they get another one.
Yeah.
I tried to write it down at the end. And what I did was I took that whole thing and if you really want to hear it, I said, this is what I was doing last night.
Right.
When you were asleep, I basically said to Claude, the AI bot, I said, categorize all this into what you think is a quote, and then then the second phase was take that and put it up against. I said, give me the transcripts for this episode in this of Mitchell of Mystery Science Theater, match it up against the quotes that you think are quotes, and then but only give me the ones that you know are the actual quote from the transcript, and then organize them into plot and organize them. Basically, that's how I did it.
Yeah, that was too much.
For anybody who's interested.
Well, let's just start from the very top. So the theme song is right up our alley because it explains the show.
Yes.
And I had to go look up what the words were because I didn't catch them all. And that's when I discovered that there are 11 versions of the theme song. So every time they have a new host, so we watched the last episode that had Joel Hodgson as the host. And he actually, as far as I could tell, it looks as though he actually sang it.
Yeah. And
then Mike Nelson sang his in the next several episodes. And then there was another version with him. And then there was a lady on there at the end.
Gosh, I don't remember.
Mary Jo.
I read that
she just sang it though. She wasn't. Well, she was on it. She must have been. She was an evil. She was Pearl, maybe. Anyway, so I just thought that was so funny that we were just talking about theme songs that explain the show, and this one is like over the top.
Yeah, it was like a 3-minute theme song, and it's they've had 6 different theme songs from what I read. So does that mean 6 different hosts?
Didn't I just say there were 11 versions?
Oh, there are 11 versions. Oh, I'm sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Also known as 11.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. I don't know why I thought 11.
That was like advanced gaslighting.
We didn't even mean to watch the last one of Joel, but we did. Mitchell was the last one. And I kept saying, is this it?
Did you cry? You were crying, weren't you?
I was a little bit teary,
I thought I saw, yeah. You're like, it's
so anyway, that was great. And I wrote, the theme song explains the show.
I know.
Do you have a favorite robot name?
Tom Servo.
Tom Servo is my favorite robot name too. That's such a great robot name.
I love the Tom Servo when he's that stupid scene from the movie. I'm sorry, I know I'm jumping ahead.
You're fine.
But where he's talking to that boy, that kid, and they're like mocking each other.
Oh yeah.
And it goes on forever.
And he's like screaming.
And then Tom's like, ah! Just like he can't. And that was it. There was no explanation. It's like he just snapped.
He just couldn't handle it. Yeah.
Yeah. Tom Servo.
They have a funny joke at the. I see that their like interactions outside of the theater are my least favorite part.
Me too.
I think that's everyone's.
Yeah. In fact, did you ever watch Beavis and Butthead?
Yeah.
When I was a kid, my least favorite. I'd like to watch. Do you mind if we watch some Beavis and Butthead at some point?
I don't mind.
My least favorite parts was when they would watch the music videos and basically do what Mystery Science Theater does.
Yeah.
They just make fun of it, riff on it. I feel like I would love that now. But as a kid, I just wanted to watch their storyline. So it was almost like the reverse.
Yeah.
But I didn't like the sketch. The sketches were, I mean, they're fine.
Just very
it's like for
low
what it is, like
quality.
Yeah.
But I did think that
the gold is in the.
At the beginning, he makes that scale model
watching.
of something out of toothpicks. And he was like, yeah, we're on a spaceship. There's plenty of toothpicks here. And like just goes right on. Like that's an explanation of where all the toothpicks came from.
I love there are some like funny little lines where he's like when Mike was coming on and he said he's like, oh, you guys watch Joe Don Baker movies here? I guess if that'd be like the janitor perks up when somebody said talking about Joe Don Baker.
Well, and it's funny because later
$4.25 an hour, by the way.
Yes.
That's got to be minimum wage, right?
When I started working, I got paid minimum wage was $5.15 when I was 17. Which
was that a lifeguard?
Yeah, but I got paid $5.25 because I was a lifeguard. 10 cents more than the concession stand workers.
You get spend it on flavor ice.
That's right. But then I thought it was really funny because later on in the movie, because then they choose to watch Mitchell, so you can tell us a little bit about that in a second. But right before the first commercial break, before they've even seen Mitchell, because in Mitchell you can see a boom mic, and we like rewinded it.
I never know what to say there.
We hit rewind and backed it up, and we could see the boom mic. But
just
in
like
this,
watching Dolomite.
you can see right before the first commercial break, you can see like because those robots are puppets, and you can see somebody's shoulder come up over the top of the table. In the spaceship, like with the toothpick scene.
Oh, really?
And I wrote it down. I was like, I just saw someone behind the table.
That's wow. You notice things. I was just messing around with my phone. That's amazing.
Well, it's hard to watch this stuff and strike a balance between taking notes and also still trying to enjoy it.
Somehow I enjoy it. So it's way more work, but I seem to enjoy it more taking notes.
Yeah.
Like
well, you've got to dial in a little bit so you miss less.
It forces me to focus.
Yeah.
And I have an issue with that. Sorry, go ahead.
That's fine. So then they decide to watch Mitchell. So you want to tell us a little bit about Mitchell?
Yeah. So Mitchell stars Joe Don Baker.
Not a woman. I thought was like Joe Don, like Jodawn for a while. And then I thought that the criminal at the very beginning was Joe Don Baker.
Oh, no.
Then I thought that the next guy that you said was a martial artist was Joe Don Baker. So it wasn't until we got to the part where they finally showed Joe Don Baker that I was like, is that the main guy?
Yeah.
Which is always how you want to set your movie up, I guess. 3 people deep before somebody knows who the main character is.
So John Saxon is the dude in the beginning.
Not the criminal though. The guy.
The criminal.
Not the kid. Not the thief. Not the kid that breaks in.
Oh, Johnny Mathis.
You're right.
Dude, the Johnny Mathis bit. That's one thing I love. They'll take that and just
to the ground,
beat it to death.
Yeah.
Because they sang like probably 6 Johnny Mathis songs during that whole entire break-in scene. It was so great.
But Mitchell, the premise of Mitchell is.
I don't. Okay, give me a second. And I'll tell you. I just want to mention John Saxon in Enter the Dragon. Have you ever seen that? Ooh.
No.
I think you'd like it. It's a Bruce Lee movie. John Saxon's in it.
You just hit your own mic. Was it me?
No, I hit the table. Sorry, folks.
Well,
Jim Kelly's in it. Not the quarterback. But anyways, I'm going to go off on a deep end there. Let me look up my little plotty here. What was it about to you? How did you? How would you define it? You're pretty good.
I wasn't really sure until I finally realized who the main character was. Who, by the way, I didn't realize was a detective. I thought he was someone that just happened to have already been apprehended that night. That was like still in the cop car.
So can I talk about
right?
Well,
but he was like a lead detective.
Watching this movie and actually trying to pay attention to the movie is so incredibly difficult because what they say just completely changes the way you feel.
You would see it.
I'm like, are they? When whoever directed this movie, did they? I wrote it down somewhere in here, but did they want us to think he was a slob who just drink, or am I just completely?
Or was he supposed to be like devil may care? Like
I think he definitely was. Like he's supposed to be like one of those,
But he wasn't.
No, he was. He just grabbed that. Like apparently, Joe Baker said he was gonna said he was looking for them to beat him up or something. It's probably a joke.
Yeah.
But he didn't. One thing he didn't like was that sometimes they would. He's like, when they were making fun of Mitchell, that was okay, kind of.
Yeah.
But a lot of times they just flat out made fun of Joe Baker. And you'd think that they'd back off after that, but they actually did another movie later. And they just torched him.
All right, Joe Baker, you should have known better than that. You say anything at all other than that was great.
He just died in 2025.
Oh, too bad.
But the plot, here's the plot, because I don't know. I don't know what the plot is, especially with the way they do it.
It's supposed to be a cop procedural.
They edit stuff out, like that the part where they're like, oh, wasn't John Saxon in this? Like he just disappears.
Yeah.
Or like the sex scenes with Linda Evans. We're like, who is that woman? Like
this person just shows up, and he just lets her in.
So here's the plot. Slobby, principled cop Mitchell is assigned to surveil Cummings, a wealthy mob-connected businessman importing heroin from Mexico. He also suspects a rich guy, Deanie, who's John Saxon, of murdering a burglar in his home. Meanwhile, a call girl named Greta shows up at Mitchell's apartment, sent by Deanie at $1,000 a night to keep him distracted. Mitchell figures it out, arrests her for marijuana possession, but she keeps coming back. Deanie tries to run Mitchell down with a dune buggy that was cut from Mystery Science Theater.
We didn't see
That's
that.
why John Saxon disappears like halfway through without explanation, just like Linda Evans appears without explanation. Cummings tries to use Mitchell to intercept a drug shipment, then double crosses him. A police helicopter drops Mitchell, which, by the way, I looked up the type of helicopter that is. It's like something 3000.
Mystery Science Theater.
300, yeah. something.
It was a mystery. It was an MST.
It definitely had numbers in it. Drug shipment, helicopter. Oh, yeah, he drops him a gun. I think, was that the one where Andy Kaufman was there? They kept doing the latka from, he's like, thank you very much. Like he gets the gun and he's like, thank you very much. We tend to stick to themes around here. All right. Kills the butler. Jeez, doesn't matter. He drops a gun. He kills Mastretta's men on a golf course. Mitchell gets dropped onto Cummings' boat by helicopter, kills the butler with a gaff hook, shoots Cummings, returns home to find Greta waiting, smells marijuana on her, and prepares to arrest her again.
And that's the end of the movie.
That's the end of the movie.
I mean, sure, that's somewhat of an accurate description.
Would you have been able to describe that? I would not have been able to. I remember those scenes. I could not.
I gathered that they didn't want him looking into the John Saxon storyline, so they assigned him to watch this other guy. Mm-hmm. But then they just started throwing around so many last names, like that one scene where they were like Mistretta and what was the other last name? And like the hosts were but it was this person.
Gondola. Or
they just kept like every time
yeah.
that one of them on the screen would say a last name, and they'd say, no, it's this person. So he's like, you never knew who they were talking about.
And the music wasn't giving you any hits.
No, the music was all over the place. I wanted to be like, pick a vibe.
They'd be like
this lighthearted country
he
song.
Just shot a guy, and then the cops both look at each other, and the music's like, like, did they add that? Or no, it was from
really
the
in there.
Soundtrack, dude.
And like during one of the romantic scenes, there's like this ridiculous country song about Mitchell.
Oh, yes.
And that's when they said it sounded like B.J. Thomas.
He wrote, he's like B.J. Thomas in here. The guy, I'm trying to find it in here.
Was it the same guy that wrote Firefly?
No, it's Joss Whedon, right?
Did he write it?
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's why it's awesome. It was Hoyt Axton.
Oh, right. I
Hoyt
saw that.
Axton wrote for Three Dog Night.
Oh, my
So he could actually write. It wasn't honestly a bad song.
It was probably a totally fine song.
They're probably like, here's what this movie's about. Can you write a song for it? And the guys are probably like, yeah. It's not like he's like, and I want you to put it in a sex scene with Joe Baker. You know, like, as far as if you just listen to the song by itself, it's just the timing of it and the way. Oh my gosh!
And they said that Mitchell looks like the moon in A Trip to the Moon. I think that's funny because I remember I've had to watch that. Did you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We've watched it.
Yeah.
And he does look like the movie.
He does kind of. It's all depth. He looks like if I was thinking. He looks like if Nick Nolte and John Madden had a baby. I would say that's Joe Baker. I kind of like Joe Baker. He was in Cape Fear. We watched that.
Right. You told me that. I remember him. He was a PI.
Yes.
That the dad hired.
Yeah, I'm almost positive. That
and then
was
did he get killed by?
Yes.
The bad guy?
Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sorry, spoilers for Cape Fear.
Well, we already talked about it.
That, by the way, was the remake, the Scorsese one. Can I just rapid fire a few quotes?
Yes.
Because I wrote so many quotes down. The jokes in this, honestly, like, just as far as just funny material, just turn your brain off and just laugh.
Yeah.
These guys are, I don't know if we just happen to watch, when was the last time you watched one of these?
I think it was like when Dennis and Ashley were here a few years ago. It was on Netflix. We were watching one.
Oh, okay. Were we laughing as hard?
No.
Was this just a particularly funnier one, you think? Or
I don't know.
It was, I don't know. I was dying. But
I was trying to catch everything, like you said earlier.
All the stuff, the way they made fun of him for, the way they're like making him out of breath like he's Fatty McGee.
Yeah.
Like,
he just looks sort of like a regular guy.
Yeah, he's not a bad looking dude,
he's
honestly.
All right.
Right? You big
Joe Don
big
Baker
Joe Don guy?
Yeah.
Girl? Joe Don gal? Leslie is president of the Joe Don gals.
We're the Joe Dons, D-A-W-N.
The Joe Dons. Tony Orlando and Joe Don Baker. It's just two women who are collectively Joe Don Baker. Okay. An empty plate breaks my heart. What is it? Hey, you like beer? He offers her a beer. Hey, you like beer? Some of them are half empty with cigarettes in. That whole thing where he's like, pass the butter, peas, pass the butter, pass the gravy, more butter, please. He's like, wait, I want that bone marrow. What he's taking the bone.
Yeah, taking the like steak.
I totally get that though. I'm all about
Bring
that.
it back.
Tell him we have sour cream. Yeah. There's like all these scenes where they're like trying to
food jokes.
They're pretending like they're trying to lure him in. He's like, liquor man, whiskey man. He's like, hey, tell him we have sour cream. We're trying to get his attention. He says, I want to put you on the payroll. We have an opening in retail. He's like, I love this one. I feel like I've heard this joke a million times, but it always kills me. I admire a man like you. Well, not you specifically.
At one point, they call somebody a be-jumpsuited fool.
Oh, yeah. That was actually in the... that
Joel, was in the... You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I take it back.
The more I started thinking about some of the jokes that they told in like the... What would you call that? The actual... Mystery Science Theater.
Yeah, like on the spaceship.
Yeah. It's a lot funnier than I remembered really not liking it. I remember just enduring
through it. Yeah.
I actually kind of enjoyed it to an extent. But what else? I like the top. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say when they say that one guy was hastily put together. It's like kind of an ugly old man. Yeah. He like turns his face and they finally see him front on. I was like, oh, he was hastily put together.
Hastily put together. I like to top off my beer with another beer. It's like dessert. When Joe Don Baker was about to get into the shower, they said, "Thank God for the jump cut."
Yeah. I mean, the editing in this movie was ridiculous.
Ridiculous, and then they made it even worse.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Yeah, I guess.
Or maybe they made it better, actually.
The car chase scene. It was like everything was happening at like 25. They make it look like the semi's going to run them off the road. And then they cut to the next scene and they're like safely merged in front of the semi with no problems at all. And it's like the whole entire highway is full of cars and they're all going like 25 miles per hour. So like no one was ever at risk.
Oh my gosh. Hot merging action.
And then once they go off-roading and they're like Lincoln Town cars made for off-roading.
Yeah. Anytime they would do like a sweeping shot, or like with the when they were in the airplane.
Yeah.
What were they advertising?
Helicopter?
Oh, the helicopter. Yeah. They were.
Oh, at 3M.
3M harvesting the world's oceans. For the future or something like that.
For a better tomorrow. That helicopter looked like the clear glass orbs from Jurassic World. And it looked like they put it on what was that erector set?
Yeah. I'm going to look
it just looked like the tail of the helicopter just looked like scaffolding. Or like a ladder to climb a tower. It didn't look like anything I've ever seen before.
It was a police helicopter. Yeah, it's a wild looking helicopter. I'm trying to find what the heck the name of that. Man, helicopters in this a lot. When they're in the helicopter and he's like
places.
reaching out. Yeah. He's like, Mitchell's like behind him. He's like, Mitchell, not here.
My favorite.
That whole scene, like, what were they doing?
He was like, hold on to me. So Lisa's like, got his arms awkwardly kind of like wrapped. It's so terrible.
There was like 2 minutes of that.
Also, were they filming that in the air?
I don't know.
That had to be their most expensive shot of the whole movie.
Oh, you think? Yeah. It's probably not cheap to get a Hughes 300. I think that's what
From a child's backyard.
Yes.
That's what it looked like. A kid put it together.
Hughes, you're going to really upset the Hughes 300 heads out there.
Yes, and there's a scene where they're like eating dinner and the boom mic just comes down right at the top of the screen and goes right back out. It's so great.
They call that out very quickly. In fact, we already talked about that.
The fact that they keep saying Mitchell constantly.
Oh, anytime he does like an action thing.
They're like, Mitchell.
He's like, Mitchell. He's like in a fight with somebody, throws a punch. Mitchell. Okay, close. Oh, when he goes into his house and he's like clearing it out because Greta's in there.
Oh, right,
I know her name. But he's like, he goes into the closet and looks in there with a gun. He's like, okay, close, hold it right there. And then he says, all right, kitchen. Freeze. Like those gags.
Well, I like
were
how
in every
your description that you found on the internet where it says that he figures out that Deanie is sending him Greta. He doesn't figure it out in the movie. He tells him and he's like, wait. And he like gets mad and storms out.
That's true. That's a full disclosure. That's an AI description.
Oh,
I asked for just a quick I asked for a plot summary that explained the plot. But also what was edited out of it.
AI should have said once he figures it out.
Theater. Yeah. So don't.
Sorry, don't hate the AI. I guess. Sorry, computers. Please be nice to us in the future.
Have you seen my Inside the PGA around here anywhere? He says, I'll have a vodka chlorine, please. Yeah,
the pool bar.
I never heard somebody say logging it. He says, you guys mind if I go log, or I gotta,
what was he?
He's talking about going to a bush and logging it.
Oh, no. Oh, well, yeah, but he was staying on the radio like he wanted them to know that if he got shot, he was unarmed. And he was like, log it. And then we're like...
Oh, that's when they said log it. That's right. Man, you have a heck of a memory.
Thank you. The whole movie was incredibly disjointed. Barely a thread of continuity. Oh, yeah. It was pretty bad.
It was a perfect movie for Mystery Science Theater.
For sure. Well, aren't they all?
Did you get all the references they made?
No. Did you look them up later?
I wrote down the ones I didn't get. I didn't get William Conrad.
Who's that?
Have you seen Jake and the Fat Man?
No.
He was the Fat Man.
Okay.
Sorry, William.
That's
fact.
But he played the Fat Man.
King Hussein. I didn't really exactly know who that was. John Derrick, Ruth Buzzy, Rosie Greer.
Did you look at
an NFL player? Yeah, okay. I looked them all up. I could tell you anything about them if you'd like. Harold Pinter, Claude Atkins, Jimmy Osmond. Riptide is a TV show. And then there was an Adam 12 reference.
Oh my gosh.
I just found out what Adam 12 was, and now I've heard it twice in a week.
And now there was a reference.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is weird how those things happen.
But do you want to talk about the commercials real quick?
Commercials, yes.
And then we'll probably move on to Waterloo.
So we could give out a couple of awards.
Oh.
The award for the most repeated commercial goes to...
Dream On.
Apparently there was a TV show on Comedy Central called Dream On.
I remember commercials for that.
Because they're explicit.
Remember when I was talking about how much I loved, this bridges the gap between the kinks too, but that some of the first time I noticed the opposite sex.
Yes.
Like,
there were those,
when those trailers would come on, I would pay extra special attention to them. Same with Dream On.
I bet.
Same with Dream On.
I bet. It was pretty.
I was right in high school at that time.
It was pretty
Oh, is that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So we saw that 5 times. Now, there were different scenes in some of them, but it was the formula was the same in the what's it called? The talking.
Oh, the script.
That was the same, but they would just show different clips from the TV, but they were all essentially the same thing. And then an award for the most misrepresented TV show.
I think that would be Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So they actually advertised that 3 different times that you could purchase seasons of the Next Generation, which is like what would you say, like a top 5 show for you in your life?
Yeah, I mean, I would say that it's
favorite
as far
Star
as
Trek, but a favorite
quality,
show.
comfort food, all that fun stuff. Yeah,
and they make it look it's only people getting shot with phasers and spaceships exploding. That's all they show in the advertisement.
I wrote Walker Tech. They made it look like it's Walker Texas Ranger in space. I said it looks like a Idiocracy movie trailer, a movie trailer from Idiocracy, or a movie trailer that would play on for somebody who likes Mitchell.
I feel like if you only ever saw those trailers for this Next Generation, and then you got the shows, you'd be like, what?
What is this? Is not what I signed up
There's
for.
no I'm sure that stuff happens. Like those are real scenes.
They made
the show,
Q look like he was like, Adolf Hitler.
Overlord. Yeah.
Like freaking Pinhead or something from Hellraiser.
So, but they showed that one 3 times.
Yes, that was wild.
And then there were a couple celebrity sightings.
By the way, it was for Encounter at Farpoint. You could buy it on VHS for $4.99.
$4.95. They were all ending in 5s. There were other things you could buy that were 0.95 cents. Can you think? Do you remember there was a few celebrity, not the Comedy Central commercials, but regular commercials? There was a couple celebrity sightings. Do you know who they were?
Oh well, my first one. I was very, very happy to see Paul Hogan on Top of the World in a Subaru commercial.
Oh, Crocodile Dundee.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was the best. Yeah. And then the other one was
Murphy Brown.
Yeah, Murphy Brown.
When you were right, it was Sprint.
We used to watch Murphy Brown all the time.
I kept saying MCI.
Did you ever watch Murphy Brown?
I didn't.
We did.
No.
I don't even remember what it was about. Was she a lawyer or something?
She had a lot of power suits, right?
Yeah, but what was was she a businesswoman?
I never saw it.
I know
it was definitely in an office setting.
Yeah, we definitely watched a million of them, but I feel like it was on around the same time as Night Court, and in my brain, I'm like, she was a judge, but she wasn't.
No, I don't think so. No. I watched a little bit of Night Court. It was fine.
All right, what gets second place for the most advertised?
Okay. Was it Psychic Solution?
No.
Oh, dude. Do you want to come back to that?
Yeah, we'll come back to Psychic Solutions.
Hang on. AT&T?
No.
Oh, those long distance ones.
Those were
the long distance commercials in general. I just forgot about that entire part
like
of
that
society.
Long distance was a thing. Yeah. Well, I was like, who was making all these international calls? Because it was like so much
like
long distance.
I remember that commercial with the girl, the teenage girl talking to her boyfriend in
the car.
Or something.
She's like, privacy.
And she's like faxing all that stuff.
Yeah.
And the dad's just like,
you probably had a fax machine at your house.
No,
we never did.
We didn't have a fax machine.
Really?
I hate fax machines.
I know. We still use them in the cancer center. They fax stuff up.
I know all about it.
We just have to support that.
Well, yeah.
We
still have them at the school.
But it was the Art Instruction Institute.
Oh, my gosh.
Art Instructional School Institute or whatever.
I love those commercials.
And you could order the pamphlet and fill it out and send it in, and they would score it and send it back. I did it.
The Pirate and the Turtle?
Yep. I did it.
Tell me about it.
So you do that. You just redraw. And I'm very, very good at redrawing things. I'm not as good at coming up with it. I mean, that's my life. I'm very good at taking existing things and doing something with them. But novel material, I'm terrible with. But anyway.
There's incredible value to that. So.
Well, sure. That's why we work so well together.
You have a lot of novelty as well.
I don't. But anyway, so.
Shut your mouth.
So then there was like, do you remember seeing those black and white pictures that were like different patterns and stuff?
Like it'd be
it was like
an old
six
woman's
grids.
face, or
no, it was like 6 grids, 6 squares, and they all had like different black and white.
Like a contrast
shading.
table?
Yeah, I can't remember what.
Kinda.
You had to like predict something like pattern. It was like some pattern related thing.
Like gradients kind of thing.
Something like that. And then you had to. There was like a picture of the house. You were supposed to add like landscaping and shrubbery, and that's what I did the worst on, because it was like you should have added. You could have added a bush here or a tree here. It was like you were supposed to take the house.
Cedar
and
lattice work.
Yeah, some cedar lattice work. Keep people's bullets out. But that's what it was. And then they did send it back, and like they were like, "This is great. This is great. You needed, I could have seen more on this or whatever." I wish I still had it.
Wow.
But yeah, they advertised that 4 times.
I love the music.
The first 3 were exactly the same.
The music for Art Institute.
Yeah.
Is like right in it reminds me a lot of Angela, like Bob James, like Taxi theme song.
But they showed the same commercial 3 times, and then the 4th one, it was a variation on it. Do you think they got a lot of art students? Like, what was the purpose? Like, I don't know. Looking back, I'm like, was that a front for like human trafficking? Like, what was that?
It's too bad that it can't just be.
I know.
Just a good, like, hey, we just want to help people with art. We figured
that people have art skills, and maybe they don't know.
We know a pirate and a turtle are 2 of the most relatable avatars.
I have turtles on my underwear right now.
I have pirates on mine.
Oh my gosh, no, you don't. I really do, though.
I have pirates in mine.
Wow. Let's see. What were some of the other commercials?
Playboy. There was a Playboy commercial.
My gosh. Anna Men's Health.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about those Men's Health.
Those were pretty explicit.
Yeah, I was pretty tuned into those as well.
And like some of the, did you write down any of the taglines from the Playboy? Where they were like, ever caught on tape. Like the most beautiful women ever caught on tape. Like they were out in the wild, like watching like a rare.
Scurrying around trash
endangered. I was thinking more along the lines of like National Geographic endangered species being caught on tape for the first time.
There's like 2, like Jenny McCarthy and Anna Nicole Smith are up in a tree branch eating bugs off of each other.
Well, they made it sound like it wasn't like 100% staged. Like they just like stumbled upon this scene.
That's somebody's Rule 36.
Somebody's something. And then the Men's Health was like the 3 free gifts was like, get rid of that gut booklet. And then, of course, a romantic tips.
Like
and then
tips.
Health tips that every man should know or something like that. Oh, so cringy.
Oh, man, that was back in the sweet spot of like, when did Maxim start coming out? That was kind of a boom.
Don't know.
Men's Health might have actually led into that. Men's Health walked so Maxim could surf.
Skateboard.
What about U.S. Army?
Oh, my gosh,
There's quite a recurrence of those. I remember specifically, special thanks to Miss Miller, never let me settle for a C. As soon as I heard that, it was just like my 14-year-old self just zapped back into my body.
You were like, be all that you can be.
Those commercials.
They're so crazy.
They're pretty saccharine, is that the word?
Yeah. Well, the second one that they showed, they were showing like a SEAL team. Well, I don't know what's the Army Special Ops?
Like a Rangers, maybe?
Yeah. Like in this full blackout camo, like water mission, like they're creeping up in this swamp, but they're playing this like violin, beautiful, like uplifting music and like cutting to these other scenes. And I'm like, this is not, they're making it look like this is not a horribly dangerous operation that these men are about to get into.
But guys, it's pretty cool, right?
$30,000 for college. McDonald's. There was a few McDonald's. They were the only food commercial.
I was in a McDonald's commercial around this time.
Was that the Beebity That's All, folks?
Yes. Yeah. The little local one for Looney Tunes.
That was like one of your better looks, I think. You were like totally dead-faced.
I was like half tooth.
Like all front teeth.
All front teeth.
They were like, hey, you look like a rabbit. Why don't you do this?
We need somebody with a cartoon voice or face.
And as it turns out, you kind of check both boxes.
Oh, man. Thank you, honey.
They advertised a terrible-looking show called Absolutely Fabulous.
Ab Fab.
I never heard of that
show.
either.
Dude, the British humor has taken me so long to... I generally like it now. And then I love it in some cases. But like none of those shows ever appealed to me. I don't know why. It was almost like... I think I was maybe just a production value snob.
Yeah, maybe.
I was like, that looks cheap.
Yeah.
You know?
Did you ever watch Are You Being Served?
No. Mm-mm.
We should watch that sometime. My dad loved that.
I'm totally down for it. There's a lot.
Sister.
There's a lot of shows I haven't like Faulty Towers. I hear that's great. I've never seen it.
I've never heard of that one.
Oh, it's supposed to be like people very much love it.
We should do a British comedy episode.
We should.
Okay, what about the only movie they showed, which you already mentioned, was Down Periscope. Only preview that they showed.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, and they only showed it once.
And then why did I write "Have Gun Will Travel"?
Because was
that from the movie Mitchell?
Yes. No, it was you could borrow it for 10 days or keep it for $4.99. Have Gun Will Travel was a Western.
Oh, yeah. Right. And you could preview it for free for 10 days. Yes. That's what they said.
Yes. That's an interesting marketing strategy. Is that
the way they spin those words?
It's kind of like in the same vein as like the rebate. Sort of like, dude, a $20 rebate when they know no one's going to actually return it.
Yeah, right. Well, rebate's different.
How much was the licensing on Have Gun Will Travel in 1996?
I never even heard of it in my life.
Yeah.
Why did I write it down? The Craftmatic adjustable bed.
Adjustable beds at flatbed prices.
We should have had that in our Flatland episode.
They had only we had seen Mitchell first.
The Sphere had adjustable beds in its world, in its 3D world.
Oh my gosh, those are great.
But then let's talk psychic solutions.
I forgot.
They showed that one twice, but it was different the second time.
Yes.
That was a poor man's Psychic Friends Network.
Yes, with Psychic Friends Network, Dionne Warwick. Yeah.
So of course, then they had like a black host for the Psychic Solutions. So it was like just a straight rip-off of the Dionne Warwick formula. And
twice as cheesy. Like, the paid... Like, it was almost as bad as, like, Life Alert. Life Alert saved my life. I owe my life to it.
Wait, I feel like I wrote...
I got a lot of mileage in our house.
Did you write down any of the things they said in the psych? Oh, one of the things they said that would happen if you called the 800 number was, quote, feel better now.
How can I lose? It's free. Dude,
it was terrible.
Basically, it's very, very Tim and Eric-y. Like Tim and Eric.
Yeah, like it just was one step this side of being a mockery of itself.
Yeah, it was. Hey, do yourself a favor. If you've listened to this much of the podcast, you would need to watch Psychic Solution commercials.
Go find some.
Get it out of your system. Get about 3 minutes worth. That'll be all you need.
I covered everything on my list. The only thing I didn't say, and this is back to the sketches on Mystery Science Theater, the non-movie part, when he was like the plant. What's her name? Gladys.
Greta?
No, the plant. I don't know why. I think it looks like.
Oh gosh, yeah. Shoot,
Gladys.
Is that it?
I don't remember. Anyway, and she was freaking out because they were going to kill Joel.
Yeah.
And she was trying to figure out how to save him, and she had all these notes on the dry erase board, and she had poop and pee, but it was never fully spelled out, but it was like a molecular structure, like crossword.
I almost missed it.
And I was like, do you not see the poop and pee all over the board? Like, that was hilarious to me.
Oh, man.
That was very fun. I liked it.
Robots and Mystery Science Theater.
So... just a time check. It's been an hour and 15 minutes.
Hey, guys, if you're interested in the robots from Mystery Science Theater, check out Instagram at some point.
Oh, yeah.
Or, hey, Google it. Or you probably already know it and you just want a reason to get mad at us.
Yeah.
That's why we named the show after your feelings.
Leave us a comment about your anger, please.
Should we talk about old Waterloo Sunset? I mean, I have more notes on old Mitchell, but I think we
get a good job.
I really wondered how we were going to talk about all of those things at once. But you know what? I knew that I had you. And I had your magnetic rail system.
That's right.
I hold so dear.
This.
But if you ride too many times,
you get trouble with
you know what? I don't want to. I was thinking of the poor guy. Forget it.
Okay.
Waterloo Sunset.
Hey, Waterloo.
So can we talk about that for a second? Just the riff?
Yeah.
That riff is great.
It's very good.
It's very good. And it's very pentatonic, would you say? So that riff, and this is going to come up again, but it is, I think I could probably play a minute of it, right? I can't play it. I have to listen to. So it's a boom, 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 boom. That, I got 3 songs in my head. Peter Frampton, Do You Feel Like We Do? This song, obviously, and Laughter in the Rain. And the only way I could play this song
is by getting it in there first.
Is by listening to it or playing it, because I will play Laughter in the Rain.
You'll go right on into a different song.
Yeah, or I can't. it's such a weird thing. It almost makes. I know I'm getting far out here, but do you think that's what? Sorry if this is ignorant, but do you think that's what it's like when you hear somebody that can't say their R's, for instance, or it's just like that connection is not. I know it's not just a mental thing. I think there's actually some. Should I take us down this road?
I just don't even know where you're going to go.
What I'm saying,
I don't know. I'm waiting for the. I have
an appreciation for not being able to control a very simple thing. For when it's just right there in front of me.
Yes, I do think
I know Waterloo Sunset extremely well.
Impediments are anatomical, yes, physical, which is why you can fix them.
Yeah, sorry, I skipped several. I just had.
I was like, I don't know.
Conversation in my head.
If you should, because I don't know what you're going to say next.
I had somebody try. I'd like to talk to Cassie sometime about that and the separation there. And
yeah.
Anyways, let's talk about Waterloo Sunset.
Motor planning. That's what we're talking
Ray
about.
Davies wrote it. Motor planning. Mm-hmm. I love. Do you like this song? Had you heard it?
It felt like I'd heard it, but I would never have been able to say, "Oh yeah, I've heard that." No, but I loved it.
It's such a great
and I loved that I was able to get the sheet music, and then it was like I knew it immediately, and I could see your riff.
Because you can read music.
Yeah.
You're trying to make me feel just a little bit bad about that, right?
No, I just love the expedience of it.
It is. That is a very neat trick. Honestly, because I have to hear.
I think I must be.
I have to listen to a song.
Does that make me a visual learner? Because I've always said,
I'm sure it doesn't hurt.
If I've read something in a book, I could tell you where on the page that it was. I can see the page and that kind of thing. And that's how I am with the reading of the music. It's I can hear you do it, and I can sit down and figure out what it is. But the second I put it into some writing, I'll never forget it. And I can execute it,
Yeah.
For me, the best way for me to learn things is to write it down.
You might as well be AI, honestly, as far as I'm concerned.
Me?
Yeah, your brain, the way you can come up with sentences, just the way you can write emails, at the speed of thought, you just get it right the first time.
I just don't have a focus problem. I think that's a big difference.
I mean, I have to
you have some
plan
focus.
my day around it, and it's.
That's why I love you.
It's very difficult, but
anyway. But yeah, I really liked it.
Yeah, I can see why you like sheet music. It's quite convenient, expedient.
.com.
Beautiful. That was forget it. This was on Something Else. We talked about Something Else, the album, a few episodes ago. I don't remember what we said about it.
Wax eloquently about the Kinks, and I'll look pleasantly towards you while you do.
Well, the Kinks, I get a little bit of a personal relationship with the Kinks. First of all, I didn't know the Kinks as well. Hi.
Is this a pleasant look?
It's very pleasant. It's a little too pleasant. Speaking of Kinks, so I didn't know the Kinks as well as I thought I did. I've listened to a lot of Kinks, but the Kinks have a huge career. They were one of the 4 biggest British invasion bands with the Who and
I always
Beatles
never knew they were
Rolling
that
Stones.
old. I always assumed the Kinks were from the 80s. I don't know why.
But they were though. That's the thing. Like they were still,
yeah.
For as like tumultuous as the relationship.
But I thought they were an 80s
they
band.
They stayed together a long time, for the most part. Like exclusively.
Yeah, like they came out in the 80s is what I thought.
No.
Based on almost nothing though.
Gotcha. Well, they got an 80s sound. Like they were definitely. I mean, Van Halen was certainly influenced by the Kinks. So like that's just one of a billion groups. Like there's so many fanboys and girls over Waterloo Sunset specifically.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Waterloo Sunset is considered to be like, they didn't even chart in the U.S. from what I could find. It only got number 2. It only got number 2. And I'm trying to remember the song that knocked it off, but in the UK. So it's really like, but a lot of people consider it to be like,
is it like a sleeper hit?
Yeah, I mean, number 2 on the billboards is more than a sleeper, but it's definitely a song that you hear it and you're like, it's a song that I feel, I don't mean to want to romanticize it too much, but it is close to a perfect pop song if there is one.
Totally. And
it's one of those songs that I just don't think if you've heard it once or twice, you're ever going to forget that you did when you heard it a second or third time. You're going to be like, yeah, I've heard this song before, because it's
memorable.
It's so memorable.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I mean, do you know the music well enough to be able to talk about what's going on there? Like what?
Well, it's in E, and then it spends some time in the minor too, the F sharp minor.
Oh yeah. I love that little walk.
But then it takes it
where it's
the F sharp major, which is a
borrowed 5 of 5.
Nice. So
is that when he goes chilly, chilly?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know what my favorite part of the song is?
I'm gonna say, is it the?
It's the chilly, chilly part.
Oh, it is.
Yes.
Speaking of things that invade my brain, Sandra Boynton.
And we're what?
I always want to say chilly, chilly is the winter time where belly buttons high. There's a book we used to read to my daughter about belly buttons.
It's called The Belly Button Book. Sandra Boynton's pretty bomb. If you have children and you haven't gotten any Sandra Boynton books, you're missing out.
What's the puppy, the cookie, or you're my puppy something. You sing it all the time. It's a really cute
Snuggle
song.
Puppy.
Snuggle Puppy. That's a great song.
It is. That's really from either Philadelphia Chickens or Rhinoceros Tap. She has 2 CDs.
Man, maybe we should produce a Boynton episode.
I know. Oh my gosh.
Man. Okay, so
I love the chilly, chilly. I love that little line. Plus, can you think of any other song in the world that says chilly, chilly twice? It's not a child song.
That's a good point.
Chilly, chilly?
I'm sure probably a TLC song.
That doesn't count. Is she the dead one?
Sucking on a chili dog. Sucking on a chili dog.
But really, though, chilly, chilly. It's so sweet.
It is. It's a fun word to sing.
Yeah. And it's like the song sounds like what it is. I don't even know what that means.
Well, I mean, I feel like if I was, so it was originally, do you know anything about how, like,
no, I know nothing.
The lyrics?
Tell me. Is Waterloo a place?
Yes. Well, okay. Waterloo is a place, but what he's actually saying, it's yes, it is. They make some of the best grape seltzer.
They do.
Anytime I see grape seltzer in Waterloo,
buy 6 cases. Waterloo grape. If you guys want to send Rob something to our P.O. box, Waterloo grape seltzer.
Yeah. When I have 100 accumulated, that will be enough. Until then, please keep sending.
It'll never be. That would be 1,200.
Or 800, depending on what you buy.
I thought there was 12 in a pack.
There's 8 sometimes too. Oh. Depends on your store, I suppose. But it's hard to find. It's usually cleaned out at our local Walmart. I bet I got another. There's probably somebody else up to my scheme.
Remember the last time we went to the Pig? They had some. You need to check the Pig out.
I should. What was I about to say? Waterloo. Oh, you asked about Waterloo. It is a place in England. That's not what they're talking about. They're talking about Waterloo Bridge in London, I believe.
Okay.
And so...
Do people jump from it?
Well, probably, but I don't actually know. It was originally going to be called Liverpool Sunset, but the Beatles just did Penny Lane because they like the... and he just thought he doesn't need another song about Liverpool. And he also wanted to tie it, he being Ray Davies, wanted to tie it to his kind of a childhood memory he had when he got a tracheotomy for some reason. He was in the hospital, and he couldn't do anything, but they take him out to Waterloo Bridge or by it, and he'd just watch the sunset, and he felt just at peace.
Yes.
And then it's like, then you also have stuff about, so that's the Waterloo connection. That's what I could find about it.
You just made me think about the underwater connection and W.H. House.
You just made me think about Burlington Coat Factory.
Oh, more than great coats.
More than great coats. Gosh, okay, no more commercials.
Sorry.
No, I just thought, what's the other one that we always confuse? Columbus State, we have your future in mind?
I don't know. Franklin University. Okay. Franklin University, we're more
or
than great coats.
IX Indoor Amusement Park.
It's Franklin University, we're more than great coats.
Yeah, that's what it is. Franklin University, we're more than great coats. Okay, back on track. So, what kind of vibes do you get from this? Take me through the spectrum.
An empty happiness.
Okay. That's good, actually.
Thank you.
No, I get creep vibes from it.
Like the guy's creepy, like they're creeping?
Yeah, like this is a dude, not creep like necessarily going to hurt somebody, but the kind of guy you're like, he's your neighbor, and you don't want to be mean to him. You know he's a nice guy.
And they put a fence up to keep him in?
But, I figured this is a guy, like a shut-in, who sits in his house.
Oh,
and
is this
I'm
your
gonna
soundtrack?
I'm gonna step on my soundtrack.
That's fine.
Rear Window.
Oh.
Hitchcock, which I actually have not seen the whole thing. I know Simpsons spoofed it, but it's Jimmy. What's his face? Your granddad, Stewart.
Yeah.
I think that's who it is. Anyways,
my grandfather is not Jimmy Stewart.
Somebody who's in his who's in his room and just watching people, like he's watching Terrence and Julie as if he's in a relationship with them. And he's like, Terrence and Julie they're on the bridge where they feel safe and sound. I'm so lazy. Like, I get the feeling he's like, oh no, guys, I can't come out tonight. You go ahead though.
So that I can sit here
But they
and
have
watch
no
you.
idea who he actually is.
Right.
And
he has a whole narrative that they are not part of.
Yes. And I haven't been able to find that is what he wanted you to think. But I can't help but based on like some of the other songs that he wrote.
Like how we thought the Art Institute was for human trafficking. It can't just be a nice song about a little boy in a wheelchair.
It can, and it might be, and a lot of people have that connection. I'm sure if I actually has seen a Waterloo sunset, I'm sure I'd be incredibly moved by this song, especially since I am moved by it. It's a beautiful song.
It sounds like it's painting. I think a lot of
and my dad is a huge Kinks fan, so I kind of have like, I know that he loves this. Yeah. So
Grandpa Bruce.
This song is wonderful, but part of the reason I like the Kinks is because they have so many songs that are like creepy and satirical and very like Shel Silverstein, Roald Dahl, kind of like well-respected man. Is just
there's a Roald Dahl podcast. I don't know if you've
really.
Yeah, it's like The Secrets of Roald Dahl. I started listening to that.
Oh, okay.
Put that back at the top.
Consumption corner. Yeah, run it. I'll stop the presses. So, anyways, I actually love that about this. Now he says that it's Terry and Julie, or like Terrence Stamp and Julie Christie.
You and your U's. I just don't know who taught you to say the U.
What?
Julie.
Julie. Terrence Stamp was, he was in, have you seen The Limey? Did we watch that together?
No. If we did, I forgot.
He played, what's his face? Zod, General Zod in Superman 2.
Oh.
This is about Superman 2,
of
basically.
Course.
Yeah.
Basically.
This is Lex's origin story. He'd sit there, kind of like Unbreakable, sort of.
In his wheelchair.
Yeah.
Watching Superman fly over
Terrence
the
Stamp
Waterloo
just paraded
sunset.
around.
Yeah.
General Zod. He's scheming. So yeah, Waterloo Sunset is basically, it's a DC origin story. But did you listen to any covers of it?
No, I did not.
I did.
Tell me about them.
I'd love to geek out on the guitar sound and all that stuff, but we talked about the music a lot. There's lots to say, and lots of people have commented. David Gilmour's a huge fan of this song from Pink Floyd. We just talked about Pink Floyd, didn't we?
Yes, because we were talking about The Wizard of Oz.
The Wizard of Oz?
Oz.
Okay, I listened to Andrew Bird, who was like a fiddle player, and he played with a guitar player, but he did that like unison.
Oh, like octave?
Well, you tell me, like, George Benson's like the master of this, where he will sing
his solo.
Yeah, like scatting
so
crazy. Yeah, singing the solo while playing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He did that with a fiddle.
That's neat.
Well, it was very cool. It was. I really enjoyed
Andrew Bird
that
sounds familiar. Is he a famous person?
He's famous enough that I didn't. Spoiler: I do not have a nobody award. I was going to give it to Andrew Bird. He had the least subscribers. But you're going to give it to us. I'll give it to us. Yeah, we get this one.
That's good. That's going to happen.
I listened to First Aid Kit. Have you listened to them?
No.
So this is the second song I've heard them do, cover. They're like a Swedish female, a lot of female vocals, at least two in this recording. They did Little Talks.
Oh, okay.
A version of that, and it was cool. And they did a version of this that was really nice. I actually meant to send it to you. There was one with Peter Gabriel, and it was very, very different. No drums. It was all orchestral. Or orchestral, if you like.
If you're a whale.
But it had a lot of French horn in it.
Oh.
And I, not to brag, know what a French horn sounds like.
I know.
It sounds just like gummy bears.
Oh my gosh. Bouncing here and there and everywhere?
Or what's the Beatles song? And don't we also have a daughter who plays this French horn?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Who?
I can't remember.
Sgt. Pepper? Or daughter Sgt. Pepper?
Sgt. Pepper. Bowie. The Bowie version was pretty good. He actually did it live with Ray Davies at Carnegie Hall.
Bowie to Bowie?
Bowie to Bowie. Do you ever listen to Elliott Smith?
I don't know. It sounds familiar.
I feel like you would like Elliott Smith.
Okay.
He's another guy. He's like Rick Steves.
You can't like him?
I can't. The quality, he's got some of that Billie Eilish ASMR singing, whisper singing.
I love that.
But he's I have listened to several of his songs. He's very good. And people are diehard Elliott Smith fans. He's got a nice cover of this. Worth checking out. Kathy Dennis, you know anything about her?
No.
She was pretty cool. She reminded me of what's the song? Love Fool? Or Love Sick?
Cardigans? Oh.
Yeah, it was a Love Fool. Yeah.
From the
Cardigans.
From the Romeo and Juliet soundtrack?
It kind of and it was from that era.
Okay.
So just imagine if they did
Did she have like butterfly clips and a cropped cardigan sweater?
I think she did.
Are you serious?
No, I don't know. She might have. She looks like somebody who might rock a butterfly
like
clip.
A late 90s.
But Ray Davies was actually in... Ray or Dave was driving her around London in that video.
Oh.
So, but it was pretty good. Actually, I kind of liked it.
That's neat.
The Jam, that'd be basically like they were like almost like if the like 70s 80s kind of punkier version of the Kinks did their own song. That would be like what the Jam did. That's
cool.
Yeah. You got Annie McKay and the Metaphors from you got Def Leppard did a version of it. I don't like Def Leppard. I just don't. They're catchy. I get why people like them. They got this like new metal staleness to them that just like doesn't sit right with me. I can't quite lock into them.
I've never sought them
out. I don't know. Sorry, all Def Leppard fans. Ethan Hawke. We'll stop with him.
Wow.
Not great.
No,
I didn't.
I don't think he's a great singer.
It wasn't great. Like I was like, oh, cool, it's gonna be, but it just wasn't good. Like, and some of it wasn't even his fault. Like the actual, like the changes and just none of it. It just wasn't good. It wasn't a good version of it at all. So
I'll have to. I want to listen.
Shame
to
on everybody involved in that. Because what I was going to say was every other up until I listened to that one. It might have been what I went out on. Up until that point, I was like, I don't think you can screw up Waterloo Sunset because it's just that good of a song. Like as long as you can tell what it is, it's going to hit. And then Ethan Hawke had to show up, freaking ruin things for me.
All right.
Anything else you want to say about it?
Well, are you ready to talk covers and soundtracks and B-sides?
Oh yeah, that was my segue.
Oh yeah, all right.
Although I do want to say, I did find quotes that people said about it.
Okay.
The most beautiful song in the English language.
Well,
it was Robert Christgau, a critic, wrote that. Possibly the most beautiful song of the rock and roll era. Stephen Thomas Erlewine said that. Pete Townsend from The Who said Divine, a masterpiece.
Okay, I'll accept that.
David Gilmour said, when asked what song he wished he'd written, he named Waterloo Sunset. Jimi Hendrix told Ray... Jimi Hendrix is like... Jimi Hendrix apparently has talked to every rock star who's ever lived.
Even though he wasn't alive for very long?
If you look up anything on like Reddit or Quora or anything, it's always like, this is the band that Jimi Hendrix said. Like he's got comments on ZZ Top. He's got comments on,
he wasn't even
Chicago.
very old when he died, right?
No, he's 27.
Yeah, he wasn't alive long enough. This is AI BS.
I do think he was definitely around. I mean, he started as a session player. But anyways. Getting off topics. But
what did he say about it, though?
Sorry. He said, man, I love your tune. And then he played the riff right there in the corridor with his left hand. So, like, he said, I loved it. And then he actually started playing it, like the riff.
Like, see how much I loved it. I play it.
I know it. But I also want to play Peter Frampton, even though it hasn't come out yet. Hey, do you like Neil Sedaka? You like Calendar Girl? Okay. Neil Sedaka.
All right, let's do it. It's my favorite part of the music talking.
Let me find my...
Who do you want to hear cover it?
Oh, I want to find where I wrote down who I want to hear covering it.
You don't know?
Well, so there is somebody I want to hear covering it.
But I also have 40 that I don't want to hear.
I can't remember if this is the one I wanted to settle on.
Are we underwater?
You know what? Yeah. So I heard Hank Marvin do it. He did an instrumental. He's from the Shadows. I heard Def Leppard do it. Def Leppard do it. I actually did like some of what they were doing. I don't completely hate Def Leppard. There's some stuff I do like. I like the rock version of it, kind of. There's just a little too Def Leppard. But then Bowie, he was super electric guitar heavy. So I'd like to hear an electric guitar British rock band that could really go off and do some stuff, but also do it justice in singing. So I'd like to hear Bebop Deluxe do it.
Oh.
Bill Nelson. You listen to Bebop Deluxe?
Yeah, with you.
Yeah. I really love Bebop Deluxe. They're like the people under the stairs of rock and roll.
People.
Extremely underrated. What about you?
Well, can you guess mine? Because I've been listening to them a lot lately.
You've been listening to them a lot lately.
It's the Arctic Monkeys.
Oh, I could have guessed that.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
It would be.
Yeah. It's very, I mean, you could, because they were kind of heavier of those groups, of like the Strokes and like those early 2000s.
Yeah, I often wonder why, because we have that great playlist that we listen to at the beach. And I feel like Arctic Monkeys should have been making more of an appearance on that.
They got a lot of songs, but I don't know how many songs I think are hits just because I'm familiar with them because like Pandora feeds them to me.
Yeah.
Or if it's because they were actually getting a lot of radio play. Because I can't remember when they were kind of in a place where I was listening to a lot of digital media as much as I was like terrestrial radio when they were kind of getting big. So I don't know how much of their songs are actually hits, but I do like them. They'd be great.
Yeah, that's mine. Arctic Monkeys.
You know what? I sorry. There is one other person.
Who?
Earl Klugh.
Oh.
So Earl Klugh, my favorite version. And can I just roll into my B-side?
Yes.
My favorite version of "Laughter in the Rain" by Neil Sedaka is a Earl Klugh cover where he just plays all the melody on his guitar. It's an instrumental. I would like to hear him do the same for Waterloo Sunset. He's got a song called Santiago Sunset.
Is that your B-side?
It's beautiful. No, my B-side is Laughter in the Rain by Neil Sedaka.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Did you say that?
I think I did. Maybe not. Okay. Cover Bebop Deluxe. I was going to go with Earl Klugh. Deluxe. Yeah, but I was going to change it to Earl Klugh.
Okay, but then B-side, it has to be a different song.
It's Laughter in the Rain, Neil Sedaka. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay. Then your my B-side, is Holiday by Weezer. Or Holiday in the Sun. What's that song called? We're on a holiday.
Yeah, is it?
Island in the Sun.
Island in the Sun. I was like, it's not Holiday
Not Hip Hip. Is that Hip Hip?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want. Yes, that's the one I want.
Yeah.
We need to do a Weezer song.
That's a good idea. I like it. It follows the theme.
Yeah.
I thought about Well Respected Man, like the Kinks song.
Yeah.
Just because that whole kind of put me in the thought process of like
of the creep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I love that song too. What's your soundtrack?
It's uninspired.
I've already kind of blown mine there.
Teeny bopper beach movie crap.
Just that whole.
Yeah. There's actually a Disney movie called Beach Movie, I think.
Oh.
But I'm
Beach Party? Is it Beach Party or it's Beach Movie?
I'm pretty sure. Remember there was High School Musical?
Yeah.
Then after that they came out with one called like Beach Party or something like that. It's very kind of tongue-in-cheek, I think.
So you would like it, would it be a British one?
But I was going to say,
California?
It would be more, I would like for it to be on more of a teen beach, like maybe a psychological thriller, teenager beach movie.
Whoa. It sounds like you just really want to watch a psychological thriller teenager beach movie.
How did you, what?
But you want Waterloo Sunset to be kind of like when you hear this song, you think of a teenage psychological.
I feel like it could. Well, you're the one who just said it was like a creepy stalker song.
It is. I know. It's just that's great.
Because there's like some hollow happiness to the song to me, and I feel like it would fit in a place like where you're supposed to be having a great time, but something creepy is happening.
But did you just like realize that that's the angle you'd like to take it, or were you when you started with Disney beach movie?
I wasn't really wanting Disney beach movie. I just wanted a teenager beach movie, but more of a drama than the
more
Disney
serious,
one.
more like O.C. Is that teenage?
The O.C. I never watched it.
Was Laura Loughlin in that?
I don't know.
Did she ever? What movie? What am I thinking of?
Honey, I have no idea.
Is that the name of it? Honey, I have no idea. She's like, well, this is California. She gets on her BMX bike.
Starts dancing around.
I gotta get to the dance. It's a rad reference. Okay. No, I like that. I like where that conversation went.
Do you?
I'd like to.
I felt a little judged.
No, I was curious to know if you came out, if you were thinking, I like this because it's
I definitely
a sunset, a beautiful,
pulled
cute,
from what you said,
romance,
but I didn't want it to be
love.
cheesy. Yeah.
But then I didn't know if at some point you're like, I do like the creepy element, so let's make this movie also a creepy movie.
Maybe I did, you know.
But
Sounds like I did.
I was curious.
Right.
It wasn't an accusation. I'm sorry if it came out that way.
It's okay.
I'm sorry for the listeners.
I'm not
at
cooking
home.
dinner tonight.
Is that a true story?
That was a consequence of your action.
We have a lot of leftovers.
That was a consequence of your action. All right. Are we done?
I already said Rear Window.
Oh, right.
Right. What was the one with Shia LaBeouf? Or Buff or Beef?
Shia LaBeouf. Yeah, I think that's
Shia
it.
LaBeouf. Side of Beef.
Side of
yeah.
beef.
Side of LaBeef. Side of LaBeef.
I don't know.
He was, it was...
Okay, that man is off his rocker.
He's got he's like got a bum leg or something. It's like Rear Window with
side of beef.
Side of beef. Side of LaBeef.
I don't know, Rob. I have no idea.
Okay. We want to wrap it up.
I do.
Guys, this is The Audience Won't Like It. Thank you so much for being with us and spending time with us in this line here.
The concert's almost ready. If you would like to hear this song, you'll have to go to YouTube. If you're not already at YouTube.
Pop up at the end of this video, or you go to YouTube.
To it.
Yes. It is called Waterloo Sunset by the Kinks. We are The Audience Won't Like It. Hopefully, if you Google it, that will come up. But you could just go to our...
Directly there.
I try to put links. I'm trying to build links into all the...
Link building.
Link building. Building links. I like only built for Cuban links. I'll give you $10. I'll make dinner if you could tell me who only built for Cuban links. Whose album is that? We've talked about it on the podcast.
I don't know.
Raekwon the Chef.
I would never have said. I don't even know that word. Who the heck is that? Raekwon the Chef?
It's Side of LaBeef.
Side of LaBeef.
It was a project they worked on together. Yeah.
Cuban LYNX.
Wu-Tang. Remember, we talked about, because I listened when I was burning the couch, all that stuff.
Oh,
I listened to Liquid Swords.
Swords.
Liquid S words. Only built for Cuban links and crap, the dirty version of Old Dirty Bastard.
Oh.
I don't 36 know. Return. Oh, is it 36 Chambers? The dirty version.
I think we're done here though.
Okay.
But we love you guys.
We love you all, including you.
I don't miss each other.
I don't miss each other.
Comment what show that's from. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.